How's it going, folks? Now, this particular topic has really got me thinking. I don't know why, but as you guys may not know or do know, there's a very popular TV, it's not TV, a cinema film called 40 Year Old Version. Basically, it sums up what we're about to talk about. Now, it does make lots of money as you go, 177 million, and it's very successful. People just laugh about it, and those who has not have any idea, I believe he was more of there you go, action and video game figure, which is more of like what today's world as a man-child, you know, that sort of X, Y, and Z, and the work colleagues were helping them celebrate. Jesus, how do I say that word? Celebrate. You guys understand what I'm saying? That word here, alright? But in today's world, apparently, when you like that, it's classified as asexual. Can be like that as well. Alright, let me pause. Now, I was reading, you know, I was just browsing with the article and things like this been doing for 2020. I don't know what is this website, Dr. Nerdlove, maybe something out of the Love channel. Basically, 40 years old, talking about status of being a virgin, X, Y, and Z. And in the 30s, he was going through lots of rejections, and he's been crushed hard, and he's recently just found a girl that he liked, and that wanting to work with her, but is scared of, you know, mentioned here. I think most guys in this position, if those are not, is fuckboy is the right term, or Chad, tyrant, you know, it's very hard for us guys to get a girl. Went to the bars in my early 20s with friends and were amazed with the worst experience of my life. Not social, X, Y, and Z. Untouched at 40. So you have like that as well. And it is something that is, you know, it is coming to reality in today's world, where back in 2005, I'm trying to remember, maybe Facebook just introduced during that time. We don't have the strong social media that what we have. I still believe back in the days we still using ICQ dating sites. So you see, you know, things like that, website dating. Now you got apps like left right or Bumble or Tinder or whatever. So today is like a pick and selection. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of in those 40s who hasn't got a proper sexual intercourse, and I do not include casual sex and as well paid sex as well, because from my experience, I have to read the next article. Now I've only taken screenshot. Is this the one? Hold on, let me just pause it. Okay, so I didn't got anything. I don't know why I came to this page, because I was checking what's Bitcoin, even though I haven't invested any money on Bitcoin. Let's just say I don't want Aussie dollar, I want US. Okay, United Arab. Let me just put in. Okay, so it did went down a little bit today. There's a chart. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say here is there was another article. I don't know how the hell I lost it, and it was basically it was on the asexuality website. Let me just pause again and see if I still got it. Yep, I found it now. I think it's an asexuality website. I'm not going to go through the full long detail. I just take a screenshot just to see how, you know, 33 female with boyfriend 38, 6 months now. I'm his first ever sexual experience. We met through family, blah blah blah. He was terrified and shocked the whole night. Then she's thinking maybe she was gay, or maybe had a small penis, or maybe embarrassed, or, you know, this is sort of stuff that whether you're gay or whether you're asexual, you know, there's so much negativity, the expectation from a 33-year-old female. You know, this, if he's back in your family or grandparents' era, you don't talk about, you know, this sort of stuff. But in today's world, we get, you know, us guys, there's a lot to put out, you know, than ever than before. Now, obviously, she mentioned like, oh, you know, just that very, you know, she has to guide him through how to navigate to have, to get her turned on or X, Y, and Z, and no experience and things like that. And it's basically, he had to take Viagra just to keep up with the sex pace and X, Y, and Z. And it is something that, me looking back on that film 40-Year-Old Virgin, well, maybe he didn't take on the pill, but I believe he was dating a single mom, if I'm correct, and engaging this man child who got rid of all his man child stuff into wanting to get in a relationship. And it's very difficult, and you get to see in today's world, being a virgin, don't say 40s, maybe 30s, you get to see a lot of them. All right, so even the film was back in 2005, such a big hit, but today it's related. Look what it has come down to nowadays, where I'm pretty sure most of the guys who works in the corporate or in the office do not even speak or stare or make a joke because it's classified sexual harassment. And it is gone to the stage where the way how it is, and as well with education, and especially with university, with all the posters around the wall in comparison with TAFE, and it's just gonna get even worse and worse and worse for majority of men who aren't that sexually attracted, like instant attraction with the females, where they're looking to. And it's this is where it's gonna go. This is where direction for the Western world. I'm pretty sure the Eastern world would have a different view on that. Maybe they have a small percentage in comparison to the Western world. I know we have social media, I know we have pornography, I know we have all this stuff. It's not like we never had this sort of stuff back then where they can have phone sex, or perhaps, going through the sex shops, buying some mags or whatever. But it's gone to the stage where it's like that. Even though I'm discussing about this topic, I have to put myself in it as well. I was very lucky to find a partner who accepted me and no experience, and she was laughing about it, and guiding me through. It just related back to this article. And and I don't know how the hell, I was poor, I didn't have money, I was studying, I only had like government welfare, which we call it in Australia Centrelink, and somehow I work and achieve, and now where I am, she's very satisfied. But I don't get I don't know why all this article claiming the sex is so very, very important. Once you're in a relationship, you don't get much sex at all. I don't understand why, with all this article, and it becomes more like sexless. But based on this article claiming because it's on the asexual or asexuality website, if guys are not having sex, and it turns out to be 40-year-old version or something like that, I believe the biggest group in the LGBT QIA will be the A, which is the asexual then, if that's the case. Because if you haven't had sex or this and that, the definition is not to be interested on man or female, interested in that sort of sense. But if a guy doesn't have sex in the 30s and 40s, would there be a leeway to hit for many women who like this post saying that is he asexual, is he gay? So it's just gonna come to the point, it's gonna be the biggest group in the future. And I'm just gonna let you guys know, it's not the group that you want to embrace proudly about, because I remember during my uni days that I did mention I was asexual. I wasn't interested in women because I was like deeply depression during that time and suicidal. And one of the classmates who's lesbian just full on went down on me and saying that you're not asexual at all. So even if you are asexual, you cannot prove, and you're not the most welcome person in the group, unless you have the L, G, and T, especially. But anyways, I know it's a very political correctness in the topic, but I'm just sharing that moment. Where is this gonna head to? It's just going to be lots of lonely men, where we're going to get laughed on that we don't have good in bed. It's just based on our manhood, just shame on our manhood as well, where it is, it's supposed to be, whether your girlfriend, whether you're starting a relationship or marriage, is to stay together, love together, and work with the same goals and dreams, build the family if that's the great outcome, and work with the struggles, go through everything. And I mentioned a couple of my videos, go through the warfare within the relationship, and build that, build the family on pond. Just go through the common sense and everything like that. And I remember when I was single, and I wasn't the lucky one in my school or my youth and even my late years. You start to think dysfunctionality side of it, and you don't think you're normal, and it is not healthy when you're especially having engaged with a proper relationship, and you see the world very, very negative, very outcast. I think it's the word outcast is an important one. And just to have that, how it destroys your mindset and everything like that. That being said, it is very difficult in today's world, unfortunately. But yeah, we'll get shamed on that level. So that's the video that I just want to cover. I just want to pause and make sure I covered everything. This is where it becomes one of my popular video, which is Mouse Utopia. That this is going to come alive for the Western world, where we're just going to keep having migrants to flood it in to replace us, where they're going to start a family where we can't at all. That's the video. Hope it's not too long, but yeah.